Hello everyone, great to have your company on 𝐊𝐶𝐞 TV. I'm Holly and you're watching The Buzzing Trends, our second edition for today. In this show, we'll be looking at the top ASX listed stocks with a price to earnings ratio, or the PE ratio, of less than 10. To start with, we'll dive into what a PE ratio actually is and why investors look for stocks with a higher or lower price to earnings ratio. In the next segment of the show, we'll be looking at the top 5 ASX listed stocks across different sectors with a PE ratio of less than 10. So without further ado, let's kick it off. The price to earnings, or PE ratio, is one of the most widely used metrics to evaluate a stock's performance. The ratio helps investors to determine whether the stock is overvalued or undervalued. Depending on this valuation, investors pick stocks. While growth investors go for stocks with a higher PE ratio, value investors look for low PE stocks. According to experts, investors should compare PE ratios of stocks operating in the same industry before picking one. On that note, let me walk you through 5 ASX listed stocks across different sectors with a PE ratio of less than 10. The first stock on our list is Acutus Group, a property assessment firm. According to the preliminary results for the year ending the 30th of June, the company's revenue was up 18%. Meanwhile, their operating profit was up 199% compared to last year. The company has predicted growth for the financial year 2022. Acutus Group has also invested in technology and geophysical coverage, service offering client diversification during the given period. The company's shares have also yielded a return of over 62% in 1 year. Acutus has a PE ratio of 8.7. That means an investor has to buy 8.7 times to earn $1 on the share. Therefore, the higher the PE ratio, the costlier the stock gets. And moving on now to the next stock under the spotlight, APN Convenience Retail REIT, an ASX-listed real estate investment trust, has a portfolio of service stations and convenience retail assets across Australia. Earlier this month, the company announced the acquisition of 6 more petrol stations on a sale and leaseback agreement. The portfolio settlement is expected to happen before the end of June this year. Following this, the company's portfolio will comprise a whopping 103 properties valued at $655 million. Its shares have delivered a return of 2.8% in the past year, and APN Convenience Retail REIT has a PE ratio of 8.05. And now it's time for a short break on 𝐊𝐶𝐞 TV, but stay tuned because I'll be right back to look at some more ASX listed stocks with a price to earnings ratio of less than 10.
Crypto Talk by 𝐊𝐶𝐞. The crypto market has been red hot given the Bitcoin rally since the past year. And now the most famous cryptocurrency has got competitors, Dogecoin and Ethereum. If the crypto market excites you, tune in with me, Sage, to know the latest developments about the existing digital currencies and the new ones that are joining the race. I'll help you understand the opportunities and the risks the crypto market has in store for you. For all the digital currency related developments, continue watching Crypto Talk by 𝐊𝐶𝐞.
Welcome back, I'm Holly and you're watching The Buzzing Trends on 𝐊𝐶𝐞 TV. Today we're looking at the top 5 ASX listed stocks with a PE, or price to earnings ratio, of less than 10. Let's now turn to AngloGold Ashanti, the South Africa-based independent global gold mining company with projects in key gold-producing regions across the world. The gold miner recently submitted an acquisition proposal to the board of a junior exploration and development gold company, Corvus Gold. AngloGold Ashanti owns nearly 20% indirect stake in Corvus. According to the acquisition proposal, the South African miner would acquire all outstanding common shares of Corvus on a cash basis. And if we're talking financials, AngloGold Ashanti's shares were given a negative return of nearly 47% in 1 year. However, it has a PE ratio of 8.02. The next stock to have a look at is Austal. It's a vessel builder engaged in designing, building and delivering commercial and defense vessels for navies, governments and ferry operators across the globe. The US Department of Defense recently awarded Austal with a $44 million littoral combat ship contract. A couple of weeks back, the company had released its earnings guidance as well. However, the shares of Austal have yielded a negative return of 34.64% in 1 year. And it has a PE ratio of 7.7. Well, the fifth and final stock is Aspen Group. This is a property group which manages holiday and accommodation parks. Recently, Aspen Group purchased the Wodonga Gardens retirement estate located in Victoria for $6.1 million. Aspen entered conditional contracts with Wodonga Gardens estate, and settlement is expected to occur in August. With this, Aspen's retirement assets would increase to 7 across 4 states. The company's shares have offered a return of 35.6% in 1 year, with a PE ratio of 7.6. And on that note, it is just about time to wrap up the show. Hope you found the Buzzing Trends show informative. Stay tuned for more such market insights and the latest news on 𝐊𝐶𝐞 TV. Holly Shields signing off.